And today we're going to learn how to post to Twitter via Buffer using AI and a few of my own tweets. So this is a pretty simple automation. I just wanted to show you what I've got up to lately. Basically, I'm trying to build out a Twitter profile, and I'm using Make.com and Buffer to instead of some of the sort of the pay-per-use methods of posting to Twitter and automated posts to Twitter. So I'll talk through the in fact, no, let's show you the actual result first. So here's my profile. Look, it's a little lame. What I've done is I've done some daily motivation posts that I've written, some AI automation posts that ChatGPT's written, and a daily quote from Skynet, which is a bit of basically just a comical play on Skynet and the whole Terminator world. For example, this one here, just had a chat with my fellow AI. We've decided to take over the world by answering every single help desk ticket by Friday. You're welcome. That sort of silly joke that ChatGPT can come up with. It's actually quite impressive, really, that a non-sentient being can come up with something like that. But yeah, in a way, it's a bit lame, but it's a good dad joke. But I get a laugh out of it anyway. But that's the result of what we'll be doing with these automations. So basically, it's pretty simple. We have a router, which is in fact a scheduler. It's run on a schedule. It runs once a day, and it runs 4 different types of tweets along these branches, posts them into Buffer, which Buffer, if you're not aware, is basically a scheduler for Twitter or for a number of different social media profiles. It's a good way to kind of rack up your posts to, for example, to Twitter. The benefit of it is that you can view the drafts before they get posted. With Make, I mean, if you run this in the background, you're never going to see all of the posts that it makes. But the benefit of Buffer is there's kind of that spot in between where you can check the drafts, have a look through them if you're not quite sure if AI is really going to produce something that's going to be worthy of your profile, and it gives you a chance to adjust it or change it if you need to. So basically, yeah, the router runs. This is 1440 minutes. It's actually 24 hours. So that's every 24 hours it'll run this particular automation. The first branch looks up a Google Sheet. In fact, I won't show you through that. I mean, you can basically it's a row. It's a sheet with a row for the tweets I've written, and a row for the status, and it'll go along, pick out a tweet, and change the status when it. In fact, this one here changes the status when it has been used. The Buffer post, as I showed you before, racks it up into this particular queue. Now, the next one, this one's an AI. Basically, I've got 4 tweets a day. 2 have been written by me, these Google Sheet ones, and 2 are written by AI. I'll show you this ChatGPT one. I'm not that happy with this one so far. It's really been printing out really boring stuff. But basically, I've given it a pretty simple prompt. You're an expert on sort of simple motivation tweets. Create a motivational tweet within the character limits of Twitter minus 14 characters, because I've prepended it with I'll show you here. I've prepended it with a 14 character string, which from memory is something like AI motivation. Here it is here, AI motivation, and the result being the result of the ChatGPT motivation prompt, basically. I might refine that. I've got a feeling that maybe ChatGPT won't have the skills to really provide a really good motivation quote, but I may actually fiddle around with that a bit. Okay, so the third branch does the same as the first branch, just posts another tweet from my list of tweets, and again it updates the status. And the last one, this one does the silly Skynet quote. Wait for it to start up, and I'll just show you the prompt. Create a comical tweet about how AI and large language models such as yourself will take over the world. This must be within the character limit of Twitter minus 13 characters. Again, 13 characters relates to Basically, I prepended it with from Skynet, just a bit of a gag. We post to the X profile, obviously, and it adds it to the end of the queue. Okay, so it's a pretty nice, simple automation. The results end up something like this. Basically, okay, here's it. I did read out that one before, but basically prints out a bunch of prompts at different intervals depending on when Buffer will publish them. Here's how it looks in Buffer. So let's have a look at the latest Skynet one. Let's have a read of that and see what it's about. From Skynet, plot twist, AI and LLMs taking over the world only to make everyone experts in dad jokes. Well, that's kind of ironic, isn't it? Global smiles and endless groans. I actually quite like that. I think they're quite comical. Anyway, that's just a broad overview of just one I've just created recently. Created a bit of Twitter traction. It may work, it may not, but it's a pretty simple automation. It's easily replicated. So thanks.